I'm going with writer's class today because I feel like when you're talking about books, it just is like writer's class. There's no way I can be like, and this and that, because I mean, when you're speaking with the publishers, it's and books. So I'll be talking about books and books. Oh, wow. I think that's the end of my comedian value today. I apologize. I think it's the new wavy hair. Every time I look at it, I'll be like, that's funny enough. Um, if you can't tell, my hairdresser messed up, but that's okay. I'm living with it and making the best. Moving on. I wrote books. There's normally a Jade on this side, so it's normally we wrote books, but it's just I wrote books today, which means I am occasionally intelligent enough for 17 books. So you can the books are And I Thought Divorce Was Bad, And I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy, If Only I Were Me, A Memoir in Verse, Foreign Coffee, Widow's Web, and Widow's Dead. Those 6 books are audio books, so you can find them wherever audio books are. Yeah, no, it's just still 6. I thought there was a 7th out there somewhere, but no, it's just 6. There's a 7th coming. And then you can see the other 11 books and a few tiny mistakes that we have made that I still need to take down. Oh, and also listen to the new author reality show that I'll post at www.andithoughladies.com. I'm done talking about me, which feels weird because I'm a narcissist. Yeah, just checking. I'm done talking about me. So you're not here to hear about me. You're here to hear about our wonderful guest. Wonderful guest, would you like to introduce yourself? Before this guest introduces himself, it's 1 a.m. where they are. Hello, guest.
Hi, hi everyone. So thanks a lot, Winona, for the introduction and also speaking about yourself and all the books and all of the wonderful work that you've been doing. So I'm Arjun. I run a company called Ukiyoto Publishing. So we are about traditional publishing of books, audiobooks, paperbacks, hardbacks, ebooks, and all across. We started around 2019 and we're registered right now in US and India. So we've got around 5,000 authors and writers with us. We've produced around 3 lakhs printed copies of books. And we've just started off with audiobooks, which is a new edition, and comics as well. So comics, illustrations, creating illustrations, and another new addition is the translation part. So we've been translating a lot of books into European languages and Asian languages, and then producing them far and wide. And we hope to do a good job. And our feedback has come up nice and good from the authors, translators, or illustrators, whoever. And we hope for the best ahead.
I'm
Over to
sorry.
you.
When did you get started?
When did we start? We started in 2019. So first year we had only 5 or 6 books. Second year we had around, I think, some 20, 25. Third year was the one where the COVID started going out. That was in 2022. Then we had around 300 books. And then the next year, it just, yeah.
Okay, wait. Maybe I. 1 second. Question formulating, buffering. Okay, question done. I'm just astonished. That's a lot of books. Okay, first of all, I want to say, let me preface this by my astonishment. We just did a reality show, as I said, and we have 4 publishers come on, and
Okay.
they're CEOs of publishing companies. And they've been around for a while. And the most books that they have ever produced was like 201 year. How do you
Okay.
handle that volume? Where do you find that many authors? Do you even sleep? Because I feel like now I'm not even disturbing you. You were up doing work, weren't you?
Yeah, so we sleep around 3 to 4 hours in a day. We have an excellent team. We have a great team who is ever cooperative, and of course, I should be thanking them. I mean, so a lot depends on the team members as well. And we've been reading, we've been producing good quality, and once you produce a good quality, the word of mouth spreads, and then you have another author coming in, and one author getting another book. So that's how it keeps on increasing and multiplying. And what matters is, fortunately, we are doing a pretty good job. That's how the market goes in. And that's how the books are increasing, the authors are increasing, and the name. But
Well,
managing is tough. Yeah, managing is tough. It's a very hectic job. You need to, because behind one book, you need to work a lot. You need to read, you need to scan, you need to format, typeset, design, color. And that is one part of production. After that, the post production comes, where you need to upload on the channels, market that, promote that. So it's an entire phase, and you have to do that parallelly for all the books with equal importance, and then figure out which is the best or which is working out where with geography, and then move on.
I love that you said with equal
Yeah,
importance. Because I know here a lot of times publishers will like, this is my A1 list, and those are who are getting,
right.
all the time with the booksellers, with the publicity, with the marketing, and it's B, C, and D list. And you're like,
Exactly.
every book. That's amazing.
So we start with a base that everybody is fine, everybody is equal, and then you know that A, B, C, D comes in after 3 or 4 months. Then you can figure out, okay, this one is good, this one is fine, this one is not so good. I mean, that has to happen. You can't put in money everywhere. It's a business. You can't put in money on all the books and everything is not going to sell. So that's how.
That makes sense. So my follow-up question is, I did talk to someone before about that there was a publisher in India. I'm assuming India. I read India, just want to make sure. Okay. I talked to somebody before that was a publisher in India, and they mentioned that they do English books instead of Hindi books. Do you do Hindi and English? Just English
95,
as well go down to Hindi?
No, so 95% is English. Hindi is hardly 1 or 2 books we have. I think 5 books we have in Hindi. That's it. It's very difficult for us to figure out the. I mean, honestly, it's very difficult for us and our team members to figure out the Indian languages and also make them, even though we are Indians. But it's very difficult for me personally to write in the Indian languages and also understand, and also for others. So we have 95% English books, 2 or 3% European books, and hardly.
I still find it very interesting that 95% of books are in English. I'm going to ask the same question that I asked Anish, which was why?
Yeah, so I told you it's comparatively much easier to, curate the English books is one. Everybody know. See, India has a lot of languages. There are so many states. There are so many languages. Hindi is the maximum spoken one. But I'm from a place in the eastern side, which is Bengali, my native tongue, and we have a lot of speakers in Bengali, Hindi, Tamil, and all the books. But you need to have someone who understands these languages well, curate them, design them, and modify them. And unfortunately, in our team, that's the weakest point that we have. And everybody knows English. It's easy to do, and then just circulate and populate. And that's why English is the maximum volume that we have.
I remember when I
And
was
also, it's much faster. It's much faster. Personally, for me, I can read it faster than the Indian ones, and hence, yeah, that's the reason.
okay. That makes sense. I remember. I'm going to tell a story because I'm a narcissist. So I remember I was planning a trip to India to sign language for free because I do sign language. Okay. And I was like, oh, I'll try to get some Hindi done, and just enough to order food. And they were like, so what about all the other dialects and languages? And I said, what? And then someone just started listing them, and I went, wow, one country, you say?
So many languages.
So many languages. Oh my God. So when you said that, you're like, and then all the languages, I was like, yeah. And don't forget dialects. And oh my God. Wow.
And even the dialects are different. So in a city, they speak differently. If you go to the districts, it's a different language. If you go further away, it's a different language. So it just keeps on changing.
It is very, very interesting. Things are sticky.
Good.
Okay, moving on. So how everyone's gonna want to know this one question, and then I'm gonna be done and let you go to bed because it's 1 in the morning, 1:17 at this point.
Yeah.
So the one question everyone wants to know is, how do you find your authors? Like, what do you look for in a manuscript? Do they have to be agented? Because I mean, let's admit it.
Okay, so we have So since we are having so many books, we have a grid already in place. So one of the grid is let's say we have an Indian author, we have an author from US or Asia. So we need to figure out geography-wise which genre is working out there. Let's say in India, fiction works out. In fiction, what? Romance is working out, or LGBT, or what is it? So we have a grid line, automated grid line. This is the genre, this is the topic, this is the framework. Now let's say one framework passes through. Indian author getting into romance in India. Okay, done. Second checklist, what is the quality of the content? So we check the quality of the content, sentence construction, theme, story, parameters, everything. That's the quality check. Second parameter done. Third parameter is what is the profile of the author? That is very important. If you are an influencer or if you are, you are vibrant on social media or something and all, honestly speaking, the author has to go along with the publisher. So you can't be an introvert and you also have to have a good network, both of us. So that's the third point. Fourth point is definitely where can we pitch this book? Is it a institutional book or a children or which is our market that we can do from our end? And what is the potential that we can gauge? And once we assess these values and then we go forward with the manuscript and the process goes on. So
Okay.
since we have a grid in place, it's a bit faster for us and it has fortunately worked out till now. But this keeps on changing. It's not that this year and next year is going to be same. Maybe next year something different will come up in India. Something different can be there in US or something different can be done in Asia. It's different. It just keeps on changing.
How, how do you keep up with two countries like
So,
trends? Because you said
so
US and India. So like that means you every year you have to know what's coming in, what's coming out as a trend. And I heard from Manish before that fiction is not the trend in India. Is this still true?
yeah, yes. It's like right now, what is the trend is non-fiction, motivational, inspirational stories are working out more. They are more long-lasting. Fiction will go on for 1 or 2 months and then it dies out. But something like motivation, inspirational, how to make financial increment or something like that, that goes for a long time. And keeping in TAF, we have two major markets. One is India, one is Philippines. Actually, it was not US. I mentioned US just like that. It's India and it's Philippines. These are the two major markets. So we cater West as a combined of US and Europe altogether. So that becomes three broad categories overall.
Oh. I am learning so much about the publishing side of the world that is not in the wow. Okay. I just have to say I can see the efficacy, the efficiency in your systems in order to push out that many books. You have really streamlined the process. That has been amazing.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what publishing house you're with one more time?
So I'm with Ukiyoto Publishing and I'm based in India. The company is everywhere.
And I forgot to ask you, so I'm asking now. How
Mm-hmm.
did you get started in
Okay.
writing publishing for you? What was your
So
journey?
I was writing my own book long time back in 2014 and 15. And I figured out there are problems, there are issues, there are book distribution, pricing problems, geographical barriers, many barriers. And there are many stories lying in the world which can be taken up and projected forward, outward. And personally, I had a lot of contacts outside in different places of the world. So I figured out a publishing methodology where if it works out well with your imaginations and stories, if it can be modified and refined properly and channelized, then it may be a good proposition for the business. And also publishing gradually was on a declining side because the book reading habits were coming down because of the digital era coming in. So if you have to combine a digital era along with the paperbacks and hardbacks, then you have to do something different with low cost, better quality. And that's how it came out. That's how the idea came out. Now, how it went out is all I can say hard work, good team, spirits, and all those things.
Thank you so much for being here. Can you
Thank
tell
you.
us some of the books that you feel that our listeners should definitely check out right now or coming up?
I think what you can check out is we are right now, we've got so many books, it's not coming to my mind. You can check out our website, ukiyoto.com. So all the newcomers, there's a bestseller list out there, which is on the website. You can check it out. And all of them are good. Yeah.
I agree. You have
Because there
some.
are so many languages and so many books coming out. I can't just specifically pinpoint, but just go to the website on the homepage and you will just find them.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to be here. And I want to
Thank
apologize
you.
to you again. Uh, just
No
for the
problem.
listeners, I had paused the recording because I was burning my dinner. Because I did not, as you can tell, this is my home studio, not my actual studio today. So I was burning my dinner and I had to run. So I apologize, but you guys might find that funny. Anyway, check him out at UkiyotoPublishing.com. Please buy a book. Better yet, buy a book and an audiobook. Well, come on, twice the revenue,
Yeah.
make twice as many books. Although this is the first time I've ever thought about this, maybe not so many books. We don't need you with 700 next year. I'm joking. We need 700 books in the world. So you guys buy a book, buy an audiobook. You can check out everything that you ladies are up to at www.andithoughladies.com. And if by some chance you just have some spare change lying around and you guys want to hop a trip to Frankfurt, Germany, you can check us both out there and buy a book. Wisdom, remember, y'all, that wisdom is all around you if you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona and the Missing Jade. Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening.